Now, each of you has worn the Superman cape in a different way, or voiced Superman. What was the moment for each of you that you really felt for the first time, I'm Superman?
For me, when my son was running around the house with his little cape and the S on his chest, and he would push it, and it was me going, "Get to the watchtower, let's go!" So I was like, wow, I've made it. I've absolutely made it now.
My kids, they have a bunch of different costumes and outfits they like to wear, like a knight or Spider-Man or all these different things. And I think it was last year, I was like, how come you guys don't have a Superman outfit? And at the time he was 5 years old, and he goes, because he's taken. And I was like, what? And he goes, you're Superman, and just moved on. Like that was it. And I just remember like I wanted to cry, but I didn't want to cry in front of my kid. But it was it was awesome.
The first time I remember stepping on set in the Superman suit, there weren't many people around. And I had to go, and it was in the Daily Planet actually, because there was this bit that I don't think is in the movie anymore. But Superman goes into, Clark goes into the closet and then turns into the suit, and he goes out, falls out the window to go save the plane. So that was the first time I was on set. But then it's when people see you, when people would see me for the first time, either coming to visit the set or just the crew for the first time. Because, you know, I'm just a guy in a suit until people recognize you as the guy.
I kind of had two. One, I was in New York City and I was having a coffee with a buddy, and I got a phone call, so I stepped out for a second, and some kid was walking by, and I was talking on the phone, and he had his headphones on, big backpack, and he was walking, and he's kind of he looked at me, he saw that I was on the phone, and he didn't say anything, he just kind of looked at me that's cool. And I just kind of laughed, and I was like, yeah, and he's like, thank you. That's cool. That's cool. Okay. That was the cool one.
That's dope.
But in a weird way, in the last season, in the episode where he does the interview on TV, and comes out and says, "I am Clark Kent and I am Superman." In a weird way for me, it was then, only because the way that I had always played it was, we had a flashback episode in season 1 where he saves Lois on the street, and she goes, "How'd you know I was here?" And he goes, "Well, my hearing." And she goes, "Your hearing?" And I go, "Oh, my the super hearing," and kind of played it that way. So when I leave and they go, "Who is that?" She says, "That's Superman." And that's the first time that we call him Superman. In that interview, for him to say I'm Clark Kent and I am Superman was kind of a weird way for the character and for me finally saying I am Superman. So yeah, probably there.